Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to encapsulate nail stickers with dip powder. It's super easy, it's going to blend them in beautifully. Let's get started. The shine that you see on my natural nails is peel base, so I use peel base to pop off my dip powder, not soak in acetone, and to keep up with filming. I'll leave that tutorial linked up above. I'll be using the shade Milky White from Kiara Sky and Azur's 2-in-1 dip powder liquids. First, I'm going to stir it up with a toothpick to make sure it's nice and fluffy, and then remove the excess product on my brush. I'm going to start by guiding the liquid back towards my cuticle area and dragging the excess down, making sure I do not get this on my skin, doing a full layer and dipping into the powder. Then we tap off the excess, and while it's still wet, I'm going to use my precision tool to clean up around my cuticle area. I'm going to repeat these steps for each of the nails, just doing a full layer of the base liquid and dipping into the milky white powder. We're going to keep it super straightforward and easy for this technique, so just full layers, and then I'll show you how to add in the stickers as well. You can also use any dip powder shade that you would like in any sort of stickers. I just chose this milky white shade because I loved it with the gold. So once everything is dry, we're going to dust off the excess powder. Now that layer number 1 is done, we can start on the stickers. So I grabbed this big set of stickers on Amazon a while ago. It's only a couple bucks. I just love all of these cute little stars and moons. So we're gonna do another full layer of our dip powder base liquid across the entire nail, and then add the stickers into the wet dip base. This is going to help them really adhere, and we're going to sandwich it, so encapsulate it with dip powder. Also, please grab tweezers. Don't be like me and use your nails. I totally forgot to grab them, but I already had the base liquid on there, so I needed to get the stickers on before it dries. I also really love this dip base because it doesn't dry too quick, so it's perfect for this design. I'm using a cuticle pusher. You can also use tweezers to just make sure it is really pressed down into that dip base. You want to make sure all of those edges are not sticking up with the stickers so you don't file them off. Then immediately dip into the powder while the base liquid is still wet. So now we have 2 full layers of our dip powder, and everything is going to be nice and even and blended in. While the base liquid is still wet, I'm just going to use my precision tool to clean up around my cuticle area. So let's repeat these steps and do a full layer of our base liquid across the entire nail, and then place the stickers. Don't be too worried about having the stickers be fully flat at this point. We're going to just get them on the nail, make sure we press them down a little bit, and then we're going to use tweezers, cuticle pusher, whatever you have on hand, to press down those edges and get them really blended on the nail. Then don't forget, we got to dip into the powder before the liquid dries. I'm just checking them out, making sure I like how they look, and now I'm going to really press down those corner pieces and edges because I'm happy with the placement. Again, I do really enjoy this particular base liquid brand because it is a medium dry time. So as you can see, this is in real time. I'm not rushing. I'm just gonna get everything on the nail where I want it and then dip into the powder before it dries. I wanted to show you one more example just in case. So we're going to do another full layer of our dip base on the nail and then place the stickers before the liquid dries. I do highly suggest finding a dip powder base that is at least a medium to slow dry time. If you're using a base that's really fast drying, it's going to make this particular technique difficult. I'm just checking it out, making sure I'm happy with it at all of the angles from, this way, that way on my nail. And now I'm going to press it down each of those corners and pieces with my cuticle pusher so that it's really adhered into that dip powder base. Think of our base as a glue, so it's going to help those stickers blend in really nicely on the nail and not look like stickers. Then before it dries, we got to dip into the powder. I feel like at this point y'all get the gist of it, so I'm going to finish up the other nails off camera. Here's how we're looking, and now for the important part. Now we can dust off the excess powder, and it's time to clear encapsulate. So we're going to use our dip powder base liquid and apply another full layer across the entire nail, across the powder, the stickers, everything, and then dip into the clear. This is going to protect the stickers when we file, shape, and buff, and now we have an even surface across the entire nail. We're going to repeat these steps for each of the nails. I do, however, want to caution you, put a little disclaimer out there. Not Not all stickers are created equal. Not all dip powder base liquids and powders are the same. So please practice this on a swatch stick first to make sure that your stickers don't bleed when you use a dip powder base on top. If they do, I'm going to put instructions down in the description box on how you can go about still using stickers and a different technique if your stickers bleed when you try to sandwich them. Now it's time to activate. So we're going to apply a very generous layer of activator to each of the nails. We want this liquid to penetrate through all of the dip powder layers. Then wait 2 minutes and we can file, shape, and buff. After 2 minutes have passed and my nails are properly hardened, I'm going to go around my free edge shape first with my nail file, and then I'm going to use my buffing block. Now with my buffing block, I'm going to smooth out the entire top surface of the nail. Notice this is not doing anything to the stickers because we protected them with clear dip powder. So just making sure we have a nice, smooth, even surface. We're going to repeat these steps for each of the nails. Once I'm done, I'm going to dust off that excess debris. Then we're going to activate again. So apply a very generous layer of activator to each of the nails and wait 2 minutes before we go in for top coat. After 2 minutes have passed, I'm going to use a dry, lint-free wipe. You can also use a napkin or paper towel, and we're going to rub it across the entire top surface of the nail. This just makes sure we don't have any leftover activator residue. Then, with my 2-in-1 dip powder base and top coat, we're going to use it as the top coat. So if you have a traditional dip powder liquid system, this would be the top coat step. This just so happens to be a 2-in-1. The first layer is going to be 3 quick strokes on the nail. That's it. Then once it dries, we go in for our second coat. I repeat these steps for each of the nails, just 3 quick strokes. That's all you need for your first layer of top coat. This prevents the top coat brush from getting contaminated. Top coats just do not like to be over manipulated on the nail for that first layer. So now that it's dry, I'm going in for my second layer. The second layer is more precise, more detailed, get all the way to those sidewalls and cap off the free edge. As I mentioned earlier, I'm also going to leave 2 other techniques down in the description box, how you can use stickers and encapsulate with nail polish top coat and then also gel top coat. So if this method does not work with your dip powder base or with the stickers that you have, I'm going to leave other suggestions down below. Once this second layer dries, then we can add our cuticle oil and we are all done. That is how straightforward and easy it can be to add a pop of fun, some designs to your dip powder manicure without having to do any sort of hand painting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you found today's video helpful, and I will see y'all next week.